buzz in there. So I don't know where that's coming from. Okay. All right, we welcome you to Santa Fe College here in Gainesville. It's time for the 8th grade semifinal here. And we are underway between Motivator I and Thunderstruck. These are two Gainesville area teams. And I'm joined by the head football coach at Oak Hall, Scott McDaniel, also basketball coach as well. And also David Sturt is here. And David is the tournament director of this USSSA national tournament, as there's a three-pointer good to start it. Just getting underway here at 9 a.m. And that is Chris Cummings for Thunderstruck with a three, and an early lead for Thunderstruck, who's in the black uniforms with the light green, lime green kind of stripes and the numerals as well, and Motivator in the white uniforms with the black stripes, black letters and numerals. So this is a semifinal game here, starting off this morning. As you look at the starters for Motivator, number 2, Devin Lawrence, or number 11 with the ball, that was Julian Cromwell. There's a three, top of the key, and an out, no good by Tony Gardner, number 35 for Motivator. Number 20, Albert Fuller is the starter as well, and 00, Antrell Charlton. And for Thunderstruck, number 2, BJ Greenlee, number 3, Chris Cummings. That shot misses inside. Number 14, Kofi Ansari. As driving, missing the layup baseline, that was Julian Cromwell.
Missed a couple of easy ones early, both teams.
And driving is Cummings. He's fouled on his way to the first foul of the game. Number 12, Dallas Teeler, and number 24, Ike Walker, are your starters for Thunderstruck, as that foul goes on Charlton, his first foul of the game on either team. We have two 16-minute halves to play here this morning, and the winner will play later this afternoon over at Buchholz High at 2:15 in the championship game, the 8th grade boys. Good to have David Sturt with us here, our tournament director. Good morning.
Thanks for having me, Marty.
Joy,
I'm very familiar with both these teams. They're both Gainesville teams. The kids play against each other in middle school all year long in the middle school league, so they have met up there. Officially, they've met in one game, the Stampede Shootout early in the year, the USSSA qualifier we had here in town. The Motivators won 80-63, but that was way back in March. And the Thunderstruck team has changed dramatically since then, including the addition of Dallas Teeler, who is one of the best 8th graders in town.
Yeah, he's the big man there in the middle, number 24 for Thunderstruck.
No, he's number 12.
I'm sorry.
12, yeah.
I'm sorry, number 12. That's Ike Walker is number 24. Number 12 is Dallas Teeler. There's a three-pointer for Motivator. Yeah, Teeler right here on the left side, number 12, now as he goes over to the right. So now it's 4-3, just underway, almost 2 minutes into the game, and nearly stolen away. It's back in the hands of Cummings. The two Gainesville teams ranked number 6 in the country, Motivator. Number 12 is Thunderstruck. You mentioned Motivator 5-0 in this tournament, 18-2 in USSSA play this season. Thunderstruck 4-0 in the tournament, 20-3 in USSSA play. As that shot missed there on the baseline. And here comes Charlton. Thunderstruck coached by Toby James, as he put back up off the missed shot by Julian Cromwell. He missed his own shot and put it back up and in, and it's a 5-4 lead now for Motivator.
They like pushing the ball down the floor, trying to beat that zone down the floor, and doing a nice job attacking the basket.
Matt Brush is the coach of Thunderstruck, as that three way out right wing, no good by Cummings, rebounded by Albert Fuller. Good start between the two. Again, this is a 9 a.m. game, but you got two really good Gainesville teams playing early on. Nice spin move, but the shot missed inside by Tony Gardner, and the rebound to Thunderstruck.
It'll be interesting as this game progresses. Motivator is known for their full court press. They usually save it a little while, not let the other team see it early, but that's where they get a lot of their points, are off the steals and that type of pressure.
And how did that go for them early in the year when they played each other?
Thunderstruck didn't handle it very well, and that's 80 points is a lot to score in these kind of games, and they probably generated about 25 or 30 points just off the defense and the pressure.
Pretty sure we didn't see, I know we didn't see 80 points in any games here yesterday, so that would be a pretty good total there. 5-4 though, this is some patience here for Thunderstruck, kind of moving the ball around. Again, no shot clock. Played two 16-minute halves in USSSA action here. That's a three, top of the key, off the mark by Ike Walker. Not sure if that's his shot, we'll see. as Motivator takes it the other way. This is Devin Lawrence driving coast to coast. Missed the layup, though. Rolled off the rim. And the rebound back to Thunderstruck.
He's quick. They've missed a couple down in there, attacking the basket off the dribble.
Here is Chris Cummings, number 3, driving to the baseline. He'll pull up. 15-foot jumper is off the back of the rim. And the rebound to Albert Fuller. Then thrown away. A nice save by B.J. Greenlee. Here comes Cummings to the left-handed layup, lays it in. Good job there by Thunderstruck as Greenlee came up with the steal and saved it out of bounds for a basket to give Thunderstruck a 2-point lead. And nearly another steal. Now in the corner to Fuller. And then he does throw it away. That'll be over and back. But it said Cummings. Well, it looked like Cummings might get to it, but coming back to knock it out is Lawrence.
I think it's pretty interesting to see the Greenlee kid coached against his father when his father was at Bronson back in the early 90s. And then on both benches, you got PK Young influences on both benches as well. So I think that's pretty neat.
I'm wearing the shirt here, Coach. We've known for your years at PK Young. It's 6-5 is the score, actually, right now. 1-point lead for Thunderstruck. We have 11:20 to go in the opening half. As they swing it around, this is Teeler here. Dallas Teeler. Now back out to Cummings. Teeler, nice move to the baseline. And then pass tipped away. Saved again to the top of the key. Greenlee driving up and under, shot off the glass is no good. Short, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. We'll go on Devin Lawrence, his first, second team foul on Motivator. And we'll have our 2 free throws coming up for B.J. Greenlee.
Now, B.J. is an interesting guy. Not only great athleticism, great track athlete, too. And he plays at the Rock. And this year, as an 8th grader, he was on their JV team.
Oh, boy.
So
Okay.
they're grooming him for that program, which is a pretty powerful program in town.
Some guy named Joel Embiid just got drafted 3rd overall the other night, came from the Rock. Despite having surgery, it'll be out for most of the season. In and out there with a second free throw. It's been an interesting summer for spring for Mitchell Wilbekin. You know, Danny Manning left Tulsa to go to Wake Forest, and Mitchell's following him there now, coming from the Rock. So we'll see how he fares in the ACC. It should be interesting.
We got a chance to watch both the Wilbekin guys play in this tournament coming through as well when they were in middle school.
That's right. Andrew plays for the 10th grade Nike NTF team. He was a member of the Gainesville Stampede 7th grade national championship team. So,
and we have a jump ball here as Lawrence tied up with Damari Turner, number 5 for Thunderstruck. 10:31 to go first half. 7-5 is the score. So we are underway. 6 games will be broadcasted today here on the Prep Zone, our final day of this USSSA national tournament, and then David Sturt can go rest for a while, I guess. busy time, though, hasn't it been for you?
well, when I woke up this morning, I was quite pleased to know that since we had 297 games in this tournament, we were down to the last 45.
How about that? In 4 days, too, right? That's a lot of games to play in 3 days. Driving in and missing with the left-handed layup is Greenlee. Good look, but he couldn't get it to go. Still a 2-point lead for Thunderstruck, 7-5. And floater from the free throw line, no good with the right hand that time from Cromwell. And here comes Cummings looking to push it the other way. Cummings pulls up, shot short, and rebound ends up back in the hands, this time of Marcus Golston. Driving and laying it up and in is Lawrence, and he's fouled. A chance for a 3-point play for Devin Lawrence.
He's quick. He blew by Greenlee, and Greenlee's a pretty good athlete as well. Got to the basket, and Greenlee didn't like the call, but a little bit on the arm as he went by him.
That's the first foul of the game on Thunderstruck. We're tied at 7. Coach Matt Brush over here talking it over with his player Greenlee. The free throw is no good. Continue to be tied at 7. So again, how many sites were being used this week? I know almost all the high schools in the area.
We had
3 at top of the key there. Dallas.
We had a total of 16 courts we used around town. So
included in that was Southwest Rec at UF, I believe, and you had a few churches I heard. I know Westside Baptist and
First Baptist of Alachua, and we used the Rock School and
O'Call.
Abundant Grace.
Underneath, there's a left-handed layup for Golston.
The one thing, of course, in Gainesville, we would like to see, of course, have a multi-court facility outside of the university, but you know, the town's been very good about helping out USSSA this weekend and making sure we had facilities.
Nice block there underneath as Ansari blocked the attempt by Cromwell. It'll be out of bounds to Thunderstruck as Kofi Ansari denied the opportunity on the baseline with 8:56 to go. Quick moving half, and it's a 1-point lead. Good back and forth game early on. Motivator I leading it by 1.
Yeah, not a lot of scoring, but also the ball is staying in play and not a lot of fouls being called either, so the clock continues to move.
And Cummings ran into a defender and he threw it away. Decided what to do with it there. That'll be a turnover back to Motivator. But I know that this is, last year we held the regional tournament here. We were here for that, and happy to have the national tournament here for, this is a 1-year deal. So it's been, I know you've been a busy man, but it's been pulled up so far. Obviously, knock on wood, we hope today goes well. Still ways to go. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but.
Yeah, USSSA had the concept of using regionals around the country for the last 3 or 4 years, with the winning teams heading to Kansas City for the Tournament of Champions. But because that tournament was held so late in the summer,
there's Taylor again for 3.
Dallas Taylor, great shooter, going to GHS. I believe he's already been moved up to the JV team.
Right.
Since he's shown up, that's where he played at the UF basketball camp, was on their JV team.
Coach Kelly Beckham, I'm sure, will like having him on the team over there at GHS. There's a jumper at the free throw line. Coach Beckham, I'm saying. As there's Tony Gardner hitting the jumper.
But yeah, back to the national setup. But this year they decided to eliminate the regionals and just bring all the teams to one site. And we were very pleased that Gainesville was the selection there.
2-3 zone here by the Motivator. First time we've seen that. They've been man-to-man most of the way.
2-point game here as Cummings 3. Oh, he banked it in. Well, call the bank. Banks aren't usually open on Sundays, but Cummings knocked that one down, and now it's a 5-point lead for Thunderstruck, 16-11. Cummings already has 9 points. Other side, well, that 3 rejected. There's Cummings with a block on the shot by Charlton. So good start for Chris Cummings as Trey McCray will check in for Thunderstruck, who leads it by 5, 7:18 to go first half. And bounce pass comes in. Now into the corner. And we're going to have an offensive foul. Calling on a push out there on the screen. Looks like Gardner picks up the foul. As Christian Caldwell will check in.
Another one.
And also number 32, that's
still no press from Motivator. Still no press. Looks like 2-3 zone.
Number 1 for the Motivator, Christian Miller, was one of the 3 gentlemen who tied for the 3-point shooting championship and was in the shoot-off before the great round of shooting we had between Samuel Griffin and Teddy Dupay.
Right, I tell you, is driving in, missing that shot with the right hand is Greenlee that time, and here comes Caldwell the other way. Driving all the way to the baseline. Oh, shot rejected again. Ansari able to get the block. I had a chance to watch that the other night on the broadcast, and boy, that's impressive. And see Sam Griffin, he's about 5 feet maybe. But boy, again, Teddy Dupay had to make 5 in a row at the end just to beat him by 1. That's how close he was. As that 3 misses there for Caldwell. We all know Teddy Dupay can shoot 3s.
Well, I talked to Teddy as Samuel was shooting, and I looked at him because the kid was drilling shot after shot, and I said, Teddy, you're going to have your hands full. He said, I'm not worried, I'm going to make them all.
Well, see, that's a shooter right there.
But he didn't make them all. He missed the first couple, and so when he came over and had won, I said, Teddy, what happened? He said, I just wanted to make it interesting for the fans.
Right. Sell more popcorn.
I'm sorry, off the glass with the shot and timeout taken by Motivator. They trail it by 7, 18-11, 6:17 to go first half, and some full timeouts. We'll talk about it, but that's an interesting story because it was good. It was good to see Teddy Dupay. I don't know, he's down, I believe in Tampa, or is it down that area?
Yes, he's in Tampa, and he's he's working out players, and then he helps run the Skill Center Elite program. Right. So they have travel teams too. It just got started. He has some pretty good teams. His problem is funding. He's had, when you have to travel to a lot of these travel tournaments around the state, it costs a lot of money, and first year program he had trouble raising some money, but I think next year they're really going to get off the ground because they have some very good teams. And I mean, he's been training Michael Frazier. Yeah. In fact, he worked with Michael, was in sort of a slump there before the NCAA tournament. He went back home to Tampa. Teddy worked with him a little bit, and came out of it somewhat for the NCAA tournament.
I tell you, some of Teddy's records might be in jeopardy with Michael Frazier shooting the way he is. But, I mean, that's the funny thing about a shooter, though. It's like, you know, they don't worry about it. I'm going to make it. I'm just going to – that's the attitude. I'll make it. I don't
absolutely. And it was funny because Teddy – three-pointers, I said, you know, Teddy used to take 2 steps past half court and start shooting. I said, these 3-pointers are like layups for you.
Right.
How do you miss any of them, right?
That's true. Foul inside as they worked it into Golston. And the foul this time is on Kofi Ansari, his first. Only the second team foul on Thunderstruck, with 2 free throws coming up for Golston, who was in the act of shooting. 7-point lead for Thunderstruck with 6 minutes to go here, 6:06 left in the first half. Golston hits the first free throw. Coming up, we have the 6th grade semifinal, Division I at 10:15. 4 semifinal games here today, and then we'll finish off with 2 championship games this afternoon in the 9th and 11th grade boys. As the second free throw is no good, a lane violation called anyway against Motivator. So
he knew it was off when he cut it loose and took off running after it.
Yeah, and that's usually when you get one of those. That's when you're in a hurry. 6-point lead now for Thunderstruck. This is Greenlee. Greenlee driving baseline, shot off the glass, misses from 5 feet, rebounded this time by Julian Cromwell. Cromwell looks to push. Now ahead to Charlton. Charlton underneath, an easy left-handed layup there for Golston off the glass. Good move by Marcus Golston.
And a nice penetration and drop off there for the assist.
18-14 the score. As that's 5 now for Golston. As top of the key jumper, that's good. Actually, that's a 3, pardon me, by Trey McCray. That is 5 threes hit already by Thunderstruck. They're up 7. 21-14 now as we have 5:18 to go and an offensive foul.
Didn't let him get set on the screen. 32 is forced to stick his knee out there to help bump the defender, and that's a foul.
Foul is on Tryon DeVore. His first, 4th team foul against Motivator. Trails it right now by 7. Driving in and had a blocked shot, but a foul underneath called. And they're going to call that foul as well on DeVore, so he picks up 2 quickly there. 15 foul at 5:07 to go in the first half.
Yeah, anytime you swing through on a block shot, you give the referee an opportunity to blow the whistle.
As Tony Gardner getting ready to check in for Motivator. Free throw is good for Ansari. Pretty good first half for him as well. And an 8-point lead, largest of the game for either team. 22-14. And the second free throw is off. You know what? As hot as it is outside, I guess it's good we're playing some basketball indoors. 97, 98 degrees this time of year.
With the heat index well over 100.
Yeah, it's a good weekend to check out some basketball out all around the city in Alachua County and Gainesville area. Inside, and a nice pass inside with the layup as Lawrence worked it in again to Golston, who scored with the left hand. 22-16 now. 6-point lead. Beating the pressure is Thunderstruck. Pull-up jumper, foul line extended is off this time by McCray. Putback is no good, missed by Ansari. Loose ball though fought for, and now back to Ansari, who will lay it in. Nice
Great little shot fake right there.
Nice move.
Get himself loose.
And now at 9, it's an 8-point lead, 24-16. So Thunderstruck answering the challenge so far here. So we have 4:10 to go first half.
1-3-1 for Thunderstruck.
Baseline jumper, that 15-foot shot short by Antrell Charlton. The rebound again to Thunderstruck. Here comes McCray to push. Now he'll back it out to half court. We'll swing it around to Greenlee here as we go under 4 minutes to go in the half. Sorry, top of the key, between the legs dribble, looking to move. Now tag out to Teeler. 3 over the right wing is no good by Dallas Teeler. And the rebound ends up in the hands of Devin Lawrence. Lawrence, nice spin move between defenders, drives, missed the layup, but again, an offensive rebound and a putback for Golston.
Golston having a huge impact inside. Obviously no size for Thunderstruck, so
and 9 for
he's
Golston.
Taking advantage of the situation.
And since he came off the bench, and they've thrown it to him, and they're on the glass as well.
Half the points so far for Motivator from Marcus Golston as they trail it by 6. 3:15 now left in the half. McCray will dribble back now, looking for a screen. Ansari takes it inside, and Ansari right up against Charlton. Back out to Teeler. Nice fake by Teeler. Jumper outside the free throw line is good. Dallas Teeler Looking good. Nice jumper inside the three-point lane. That's 8 points for Teeler.
Great shot fake. Got a guy off his feet. Attacked the free throw line. Hit a nice follow-away jumper.
And nearly thrown away, and in fact it is out of bounds as unable to come up with it was Lawrence. David, you mentioned the impact Dallas Teeler has had for Thunderstruck. We've seen it already. Nice looking jumper out there.
I'm going to throw in a little nepotism here. Dallas Teeler has trained with Ben Sturt for the last 2 years. My son, who does basketball training, and he's helped him develop that jumper and really work with them. And Ben has trained a lot of kids, and Dallas is absolutely one of the best he's trained over the past few years.
Anytime you can see work pay off in a game setting is fantastic as a coach. No question about that.
And in fact, once I let Ben know how Dallas did today, he'll be very pleased.
Baseline jumper is no good. Put back by Teeler, just missed. And loose ball on the floor, this time won by Charlton. As that shot was missed that time by Ansari on the baseline. Oh, a nice move, spin, and good. And a foul as Lawrence with the floater. And he'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Nice little Euro step, and then Ansari has 2 or 3 blocks already. Went for a third and cleaned him up pretty good.
I like that term, Euro step. It's pretty much accepted, right?
It is. It is.
As Lawrence cannot get the free throw to go, he missed a chance at a three-point play.
Although, as I've learned, I'm a high school basketball referee, and I've done some of these tournaments as well. Some of these people have turned it into what we call like an Asian step. They think they get a 4th step.
Oh,
you know?
They call it an Asian step? Okay.
And we let them know that that's a no-go.
Amen.
Three-pointer is.
Of course, after seeing Manu Ginobili and these guys, you know, that's where they're picking that up from the NBA.
Yep.
It's true. Cummings across to Teeler. 1:50 to go now, getting late in the first half. 6-point lead still for Thunderstruck. Now right wing three is good, and that is McCray. He's hit 2 threes. Boy, Thunderstruck really hitting from long distance. That's 6 in the first half. And it's a 9-point lead again, 29-20. Nearly thrown away, ends up on the baseline. To Cromwell, back underneath, and there again is Golston.
Golston again, he's a head taller than everybody on the court. And Motivator's done a nice job of finding him inside.
You can clearly see that Motivator's got the size advantage, but Thunderstruck can shoot the three. So both teams have that strength. Right now, Thunderstruck up 7 with the ability to hit those threes.
Interesting to see Motivator stay in the zone as well as Thunderstruck is shooting the basketball.
Here's McCray. Now he'll drive it back out. This is Damari Turner, number 5. Back to Ansari, who goes against the defender, goes over Charlton, and Ansari lays it in. He has 7 points.
Quick little pump fake, got a guy off his feet, and finished inside.
31-22, it's a 9-point lead with 50 seconds left first half for Thunderstruck. 3 left wing, no good. Back of the rim by Cromwell. Now a run out again as Ansari drives and gets the layup to go. In transition now, 9 for Ansari. It's an 11-point lead. First double-digit lead of the game. 33-22. Driving floater there from about 12 feet, no good, and a foul on the rebound over the back on Charlton. That'll be his second. 24.7 to go. That's team foul number 7.
A little bit of a frustration shot right there from the wing, and then the same thing on the rebound. 0-0 just out of position and swinging at it, hoping to make a play.
So at the line, it is Chris Cummings. 1 for 2 at the line so far in the first half. And the 1-on-1 misses the front end. 20 seconds to go now. Motivator will see if they look to push. They do as Cromwell spins around and drives and lays it in. Nice move by Julian Cromwell. He has 4 points. 12 seconds left now. 9-point lead for Thunderstruck here late in the first half. Cummings now with 2 defenders on him, crosses it to McCray. 5 seconds, 4, McCray from the free throw line, doesn't get it to go. Rebound, put back, no good at the buzzer by Damari Turner. That's the end of the first half. Well, the first meeting went to Motivator by 17. The first half, Thunderstruck has led pretty much the entire half. They lead it by 9.
Shooting the ball really well from the perimeter, and I think the 1-3-1 zone's given them trouble on that end, at least decision-making wise. Anytime they've thrown the ball inside, they've had some success, but that hasn't been on every possession.
Again, as you said, 80 points last time, 24 for Motivator.
Exactly,
big
difference this time. And again, they haven't generated any points off their defense. They've turned the ball over themselves far more than Thunderstruck has. And Thunderstruck shooting the lights out. That's the great equalizer. You make 6 or 7 threes, you're going to be in pretty good shape, especially as quick as they are. And, Thunderstruck, their only big guy is Ike Walker. And he played the first few minutes. He tends to get tired. He's a big guy, can't play a lot of minutes at a time. But he sat the last, I want to say, 10 minutes of the half at least, and they were fine with that smaller, quicker lineup.
They definitely were. They were better without him on the floor. They're able to generate more plays because of their quickness, and the quickness helps them in the zone on the other end as well. If you're a motivator, you got to continue to try to throw the ball inside. You've got a height advantage, and I'd look forward to seeing the press. If they feel like they can run with them and keep
exactly.
up.
That's a key difference, because now the quickness is matched. It's very rarely that motivator sees a team that's as quick as they are, and so are they going to take a chance with their press that, hey, it gets broken and they start giving up layups? We'll see if they come out with that.
Might have to, down 9. Might have to.
They need to change something up at this point, because Thunderstruck's getting a lot of good looks. They missed 2 or 3 bunnies too. So this is a position the motivator is not in very often, and that's behind. This year I believe they've lost maybe 2 games
they are,
in USSSA play.
18-2, right?
Yeah, and they play a lot of AAU basketball as well, and are a nationally ranked AAU team. So they're not used to this position, I guarantee you.
Well, for those who may not know a lot about USSSA, David, go ahead and talk a little bit about the organization that we have this national tournament here for.
Well, USSSA basketball wasn't established in the state till about 10 or 12 years ago. Everybody knew YBOA, AAU, and a bunch of tournament directors in the state helped establish the Florida State Championship Series, which evolved looking for a national sponsor, went into USSSA basketball, and now is really grown nationally. It has strong pockets in Missouri, Indiana, Michigan, North Carolina, Kansas, and never was really established in Florida. Now Florida has more USSSA teams than anybody in the country. There's over 1,200 USSSA teams in this state.
Wow.
Far more than any of the other organizations. So that's one reason why we're considered for national tournaments, because we have so many teams ourselves. And they've been very happy with the idea of AAU is really built towards nationals and regional tournaments. USSSA really tries to more get to the grassroots and build up their travel teams so that they have a good travel experience within their own states. The national tournaments are just starting to pick up. AAU still has more teams playing their national tournaments, but USSSA is starting to build on that a little bit. They're hoping to build up the national setup a little more, but ours is really a grassroots, statewide, and in the states where we are, we're very, very strong. Georgia, very strong USSSA outlet too.
How many games did you say you had here this week?
297 games. So there's 115 teams in, 12 states represented.
Right.
And again, AAU, of course, has been around a long, long time. They are established in all 50 states. USSSA is just starting to spread its wings a little bit, and very happy with the growth. And again, we sort of put a motto, basketball done right. We've really been at the forefront of making sure we have background checks on coaches. USSSA was the first to do that, really trying to clean up some of the problems with youth basketball. Parents can cause a lot of problems with youth basketball, so we worked very hard to make sure that they understand that we're trying to have good sportsmanship, trying to let the kids be the story and not the parents.
Right.
Same with our coaches. You're still going to have problems. That's the nature of the game, but we try to minimize them as much as possible.
Well, I know I mentioned, I said Scott McDaniel is a football coach. He's more than that. He is a basketball coach. He coached basketball at Oak Hall a lot. You were an assistant coach, I know, so, I don't want to make him sound like, why do we have a football coach here? You've coached basketball for many years, too. I didn't mean to sell you short there, but when David came up today, he's like, who's working with you? I'm like, oh, Scott McDaniel. Oh, wait, you know Scott McDaniel. What am I thinking? He only coached your sons for forever and ever. So it's good. I'm glad that you two are both here. A nice Oak Hall representation.
We're almost family.
Right.
That's right.
But I know Mike Rideout worked with you a lot to get this done last year and this year, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Mike's working elsewhere, but he was here, and glad to have it on the prep zone. He's glad to. I know we're all glad that we were involved with this as well.
Well, we're very glad to have you, and USSSA loves to be able to showcase some of their top talent, and this is a great way that you guys help us out with that.
And if there's high school youth sports, we try to be there as much as we can with the prep zone as we start the second half. And that's a 3 try for Cummings. That's good from the right corner. Boy, Cummings had 9 now in the first half, now 12 points. He's hit 3 threes, and it's a 12-point lead for Thunderstruck.
Penetration against his zone. The ball ends up being kicked back out. The inside out play, and Cummings hits the wide open 3.
See, there's the basketball knowledge right there. You coached at Santa Fe. You coached at Santa Fe High School.
I did. I coached 5 years at Santa Fe High School, 3 years at Newberry High School, and 3 years at Dixie County High School. I've been involved in the girls program at Oak Hall for the last 6 years.
They were district champs a year ago. As that's taken away, Cummings, and that's a push. That'll be a foul. Shot doesn't go for Ansari, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And again in transition, Thunderstruck gets to the free throw line.
Forced a turnover on this end, got the run out, and forced the foul. See if they can knock down 2 free throws. Cromwell's
first foul of the game, first foul, but each team has 1 foul on the second half. As Ansari was 1 for 2 at the line in the first half, and the free throw in and out. Of course, we also want to thank the Gainesville Sports Commission, Florida Sports Foundation, and Visit Gainesville for their help as well in sponsorship of the tournament. 15-14 to go. We just started the second half as Ansari hits the second free throw, so he's in double figures now. Cummings with 12, Ansari with 10. Dallas Teeler with 8 points, and Trey McRae with 6 for Thunderstruck. They lead it by 13. Now there's a turnover.
Zone bothers him.
2-on-2 the other way as Greenlee tries to get around defender. Floater with the right hand. The finger roll misses, and some contact, no call there as Charlton will start the other way. Now passes it right baseline. Shot missed again underneath by Cromwell. The follow no good by Albert Fuller. Now loose ball on the floor, and still being fought for, and it ends up in the hands of Dallas Teeler. Now Cummings on a 2-on-1. Cummings behind the back pass. I'm sorry, though, couldn't hold on to it, and they'll turn it back over to Motivator. Nice looking pass by Chris Cummings, and Kofi Ansari just couldn't quite hang on to it.
It happened a little quicker maybe than he thought it was going to.
Jumper short there from the baseline by Charlton. Now back out top of the key 3. It's nearly did roll in for Tony Gardner, and the loose ball again to Cummings. Again, it's a 2-on-1, and again Ansari couldn't hang on to it over there on the right side.
That's 2 straight times they had a nice 2-on-1, and they just couldn't get the finish.
Now driving in, missing the layup. Too strong was Fuller with the right hand.
Here's a third chance for him.
Ansari driving
do it himself
around.
This time.
Oh boy, Coach Brush wanted a foul. No call there as Ansari missed. We come to the other end, and driving, missing the layup there is Lawrence. A little sloppy on both sides, and we're gonna have a foul underneath as Fuller went up.
Very fortunate not to be down 20 points right now. The 3 runouts in a row that Thunderstruck couldn't convert. Very, very lucky not to be down 20 points.
There's like Walker, who was called for the foul. He tried to go up to block Fuller. Fuller went up, came down, but drew the foul. So Fuller will shoot 2. He hasn't scored so far today. 13:54 to go second half, and the free throw is short as Motivator is yet to score here in the first couple minutes of the second half. Still a long way to go, though. It's 37-24. Good crowd for 9:30 a.m. on a Sunday, coming out to see these 2 Gainesville teams here at Santa Fe College. Second shot off the right side of the rim, no good. And loose ball taken again by Ansari, who's been very active, blocking and rebounding in the game. Also has 10 points. Now inside, Walker had it taken away. Boy, now we go to the floor. And we'll have a jump ball.
He's a big old boy.
And possession error gives it back to Motivator as Fuller tied up Walker.
Walker caught it in the post and took 1 dribble too many. Double team kind of collapsed on him. The zone kind of collapsed on him down there. End up with a turnover.
And there's another takeaway, this time by Greenlee. Greenlee missed the layup. Man, a little too strong. And then another steal. Cummings drives, and he misses the layup. Ansari trying to get the loose ball. He can't come up with it.
A game that was very controlled in the first half has just become very helter-skelter here in the last 6.5 minutes.
And Golston missed the shot, and we're going to have a foul, though, on Thunderstruck. And they're going to get it on Walker. That'll be his second, as he had a loose ball on the floor, as Golston will shoot free throws.
And although the speed and quickness is equal, I wonder if style of play, if it continues like this, will help Motivator get back in the game. When the game was under control in the first half, they were able to come down, set their offense, get open shots. Here in the helter-skelter portion of tonight's event, they have not been able to convert, and that might lead to a problem later on.
Yeah, Golston has 12 points now, and you mentioned the pressure really bothering Motivator, but unfortunately Thunderstruck just can't get the layups to go down right now. Missed 4 in a row there. Golston hit the free throw, but lane violation. Second time we've seen that on Motivator in this game. They trail it by 12 with 13:21 to go.
And here we go. First time we've seen it today.
Pressure by Motivator.
2-2-1, full court.
Cross to Teeler. Now you got a 3-on-2 underneath Don. Sorry, it may have traveled, no call. And the loose ball back to Walker, who can't get it to go, but he's fouled. And Ike Walker will shoot too.
And Sari's having a problem with the run-out layups. That's 4 now that he hasn't been able to convert. And just easy points being left out there on the board. If the team's going to press you, really you've got to punish them by going ahead and getting those layups and scoring those points. And,
second foul on Tony Gardner.
They've left a bunch of points out there already.
Walker missed the free throw. He has not scored so far. 13-10 left now. Still a lot of time in the second half. But Walker does knock down the second. 1 of 2 there for him, and he has his first point of the game. There's Ike Walker, 38-25. Nice screen there for Lawrence. He'll pull up 3, top of the key is short. Another rebound for Golston, put back no good. Another rebound for Gardner. He had it knocked away. And now Teeler with the ball. Couple of good looks there for Motivator. Greenley ahead to Cummings. Cummings to the baseline. Cummings underneath to Ansari. Turnaround, in and out, no good. Another good look, couldn't go. And the rebound to Gardner. Now quickly ahead to Charlton, who couldn't hang on to it. And he lost it near the baseline. Cummings behind the back dribble. Heads the other way. Now to Teeler. Ansari cross court to Greenley, who faked the 3. Now to Walker on the baseline. They'll pull it back out. Cross court Greenley to Teeler on the left wing. Now back to Cummings.
Now they try to slow it down, get a little composure back into the game, maybe get a good clean look.
Yep, Thunderstruck, no hurry right now, up 13. Cross court to Teeler. Baseline Ansari and lost it. Loose ball though. Ansari will come back up with it though. And timeout. A good call as Coach Brush takes a timeout with 12:01 to go in the second half, and a 13-point lead for Thunderstruck, 38-25.
You know, as well as Thunderstruck is, well, I don't want to say as well as they're playing, because both teams are just turning the ball over left and right. They're not taking care of the ball at all. But the fact they have a 13-point lead, even more impressive. Possibly their best player, kid out of Hawthorne, Nick Baskin, is not here this weekend because he's playing a national AAU tournament up in New York, I believe,
wow,
for another team in the state. And he played with the Hawthorne varsity as an 8th grader this past year. And very impressive player. Also was their quarterback, I believe, for their football team as an 8th grader.
Right.
Great athlete, and he's a difference maker.
So a lot of these kids, you say they can play AAU at the same. Do they play the same? They play this USSSA and AAU?
Well, the way it works is you're allowed to play whatever different organizations you want. Within our organization, USSSA, you cannot play for 2 different organizations. Okay. So you couldn't play on Thunderstruck and another team that's playing USSSA.
Right.
But if you want to go play an AAU with an AAU team, that's perfectly legal.
Well, that's busy. Gotta think. Greenley cross court to Cummings. And Cummings he was fouled on the way up. Missed the jumper from the free throw line, extended over there, but he'll shoot 2. Foul goes on Charlton, his 3rd. So to the line, Chris Cummings. You know, we were talking before. I was asking Coach McDaniel about how's your summer, and he goes, well, normally I don't have one of those because there's camps going on. That's what's amazing to me now, and I know it wasn't always like this, but you can play sports year-round as high school. I know there were times when spring and summer, you know, the season ended. That was it. Now you're playing year-round in these sports.
Yeah, it's gotten, and from my perspective, it's gotten a little out of hand
right.
for some of the kids because they're playing too much at too young of an age. I mean, there are some teams in this tournament who have played 75 and 80 game schedules. That's an NBA schedule.
Right, you're a pro.
And basically. These are 7th and 8th graders, and to me, that's too much, you know. our philosophy with our organization, we like to play a 30 to 35 game season, but that's our philosophy. But yeah, again, even just physically, I think it's a real tough thing you're asking for a kid to play the same sport over, because they wear down those same muscles and bones over a long period of time.
Cummings for 3, right wing. That's short. And the loose ball ends up in the hands of Motivator. Still a 14-point lead for Thunderstruck. We have 11:15 left. This is a nice pass there. Dish from Lawrence to Golston. He scores again. 14 for Golston. He has all of the points in the second half, but Tritonell's only 3 for Motivator. Here goes Ansari the other way, but he couldn't get the layup to go with the right hand. And Charlton with a rebound. Underneath and losing it is Gardner. Back out now. Driving up and in and laying it in is Julian Cromwell.
Pace of the game continues to increase, and it really plays into Motivator's hands.
And also keep in mind, although Thunderstruck has gone up and down the court, they've only played 7 players, I believe. So,
that's right.
The last 6 or 7 minutes, we'll see if this wears on them.
Amen. And it had chances to get away here, earlier, and now it's a 10-point game with 10.5 minutes to go.
Long way to go. Cummings, though, will go to the line to shoot 2 more here, as the foul was on Golston. Both teams now with 14 fouls. And the free throw good. Cummings, who now has 14 points. And it's 40-29 as Christian Caldwell checks back in. And out is Cromwell for Motivator.
And now we'll see what happens inside again, because Ike Walker's gone to the bench. Yep. And it'll be interesting to see if he even returns in this game.
Well, he picked up a few fouls there as well, which the second free throw good. Cummings hits both. It's 41-29. It's been a double-digit lead for most of this half for Thunderstruck, who's led most of the game. Motivator led very early, and that's been about it. Back inside, and there you see Golston tried to take advantage inside, but he missed the shot, hit the bottom of the backboard there. And here comes Cummings the other way.
Like to see him come out there and throw it into him directly, though. Make a point of it, seeing that they have the advantage down there.
Cummings over to the corner. Dallas Teeler, right corner 3. He got it. His 3rd 3 of the game. He's got 11 points.
Got a sweet jump shot.
Boy, he does. There from the right corner. 44-29, biggest lead of the game now. Thunderstruck by 15. Answer there from the left corner. That's good. And that's Antrell Charlton, his first basket.
That was an important basket for them. They needed to answer right away.
By the way, that is the first 3-point shot made of the game for Motivator. Other side, shot short that time by McRae. And here comes Lawrence. Lawrence driving, missed the shot with the right hand, but he's fouled, and Devin Lawrence will go to the line. Motivator in transition that time. The foul will go on Dallas Taylor, his first. Yeah, that's a big difference in the game. Thunderstruck, 8 3-point shots made. That was the first one for Motivator here in the game, but they're down 12. As Lawrence, first free throw short for Devin Lawrence.
Like to see him knock this one in so they can get into that press again, try to keep the tempo of the game up.
So far, Thunderstrucks have been able to handle the press for the most part.
Yeah, not turning it over, but not able to finish down there. Quick shots are sometimes as good as turnovers.
Right. 11-point lead. Here is the pressure as Lawrence made the second free throw. Teeler, oh boy, that's a foul right at half court. Is nice collision there. It was like a football block as Cummings or Ansari ran into Golston. Golston will pick up the foul, his second.
Little crossing route there by the tight end.
Right?
Linebacker caught him.
Looked like it. Nice pass, and he got hit.
First down.
Yeah, that'd be about 15 yards, I think. Here's Cummings across 3 left wing.
Quick shot.
Yep, no good. You're right. They kind of forced that one. Did Thunderstruck. Here's Lawrence driving in and laying it in.
Wow, they got it into single digits finally.
But ahead to Ansari. He has a run out. Oh, shot blocked from behind by Golston. Nice play by Marcus Golston to get back on defense. It'll stay with Thunderstruck, but looked like it was going to be an easy basket for Kofi Ansari, and he'll instead Thunderstruck will inbound.
Nice to have a big, strong athlete in the back of your press. When you do give up a home run, he's back there to clean it up for you. Bacon saver.
Now ball inbounded to Ansari. 9:05 now to go here in the second half. 44-35 is driving in. Cummings tried to get it to go, couldn't get it to go. Ansari had the rebound, then lost it back to Cummings. And now Thunderstruck will pull the offense back out. Here's B.J. Greenlee. He slipped and traveling the call. Greenlee slipped right near the free throw line and got called for the travel.
That's a couple of times we've seen guys slip on the floor. I think at the sticky surface, they're not used to such a nice surface, perhaps, and it's cost them on their footing a couple of times.
Here's Lawrence now over to the right
He's
corner.
the shooter.
Oh, an air ball, though,
Guess
by
not today.
Caldwell.
He hurried that one.
That would have made it a 6-point game. Here comes Cummings now. Boy, nearly had it stolen away by Caldwell. Teeler, long three, in and out, no good from the left wing. Rebound by Golston.
Only a 9-point game. No need to hurry if you're Motivator.
Oh, that's a big one.
And one for Devin Lawrence. Now it's a 7-point game.
Like I said, look at the fatigue factor. Asari got his arms over his head. BJ Greenlee breathing really hard for Thunderstruck. They've gone a lot of minutes here, and you know we play 16-minute halves, but basically we're coming to the fourth quarter now.
Right.
You know, 8-minute marks fourth quarter. So.
Yep, fatigue will be a factor here late.
Lawrence now with 9 points, a chance to get to double figures and make it a 6-point deficit, and he hits it.
There you
now
go.
We'll see pressure again. 44-38. Thunderstruck lead was as many as 15, now down to 6. Nice cross-court pass to McCray. McCray now will slow it down, now pull it over to the corner. Cummings for three left corner, way short.
You can tell it's starting to lose the legs. The threes are coming up short now.
Also the one and done again there as Charlton lost it, got called for the travel. Decide what to do there and pulled up at the free throw line and turned it over.
Yeah, jumped up in the air before with no choices.
All right. Damari Turner now in for Cummings, and as you were just talking about, Cummings looking tired, came up well short on that three.
Yeah, Chris Cummings was getting a little tired too. This is his first rest of the game, I believe. I think the only players who have not been out are, BJ Greenlee, Dallas Teeler, Kofi Asari have all played the entire game to this point.
Yep. As you said, only 7 players have been used, David, and you see Damari Turner, number 5, now in the game for Thunderstruck. Back in is Tony Gardner, 35 for Motivator.
Great block.
Yeah, driving in that time. That's Sharon DeVore. Now on the other side, Greenlee missed a little jumper from a couple feet in and tried to get the loose ball. He does. Turner with a steal off the knock away there by Greenlee. Greenlee for 3.
Big shot by Greenlee.
First basket of the game for Greenlee.
Stop the bleeding.
Stop the bleeding, exactly. I put a finger in the dike, man.
That's where the defense came in. They were able to force the turnover in the backcourt and get the 3. 47-38. Driving the baseline. Lawrence trying to take over, but missed the layup on the baseline. It'll stay down there with Motivator. Nice move by Devin Lawrence. He's had a good second half, but just couldn't quite get it to go there.
Ball's out of bounds to Motivator, so we'll stay here.
As back in will be Golston. He didn't stay out very long, and Gardner will come back out. Golston with 14 points gets right back in the game.
Well, he's a head taller than everybody out there.
Yep.
It gives you an advantage.
Actually, Gardner going to come back in as well here in a minute, it looks like, as they throw it back towards midcourt. 7:20 to go. This is Caldwell. Around a screen, now top of the key. Over to Lawrence. Lawrence will try a 3, right corner. It's short again. Side of the rim, and now the rebound run out. Ansari will lay it in. Boy, that's 5 big points there in a row for Thunderstruck. Back to an 11-point lead. Now 12 for Ansari. 7 minutes left. Timeout taken by a Motivator, Coach Toby James.
Well, you work so hard to get the lead down, and then you give up 5 in a row there. That can be kind of deflating. Let those guys get a little mental rest as well as physical rest here for a minute. Refocus them for the last 7 minutes.
7 minutes even to go.
Huge turnaround there. It was a 6-point game. Missed shot by Thunderstruck. Loose ball on the ground. Thunderstruck gets it back. Greenlee hits the 3, and that really changed things around right there because Motivator picks up that ball and goes down and scores. You got a different situation.
Yeah, right. And again, Greenlee only had 1 point, no baskets. And then with Cummings out, he steps up and hits the 3 because Cummings did 3 of them. And he hits the big 3 to make it a 9-point game. So as you said, back to an 11-point lead. Well, I tell you what, I've done some 9, 10 a.m. games. It's loud in here for early in the morning. This is a good game to start off with. Good scheduling there, David. If you did this, get these Gainesville teams in. Everyone's pretty loud, and they're awake here.
I didn't know it was going to be these 2 teams, but I knew if it turned out to be, if it turned out to be, I knew it was going to be a heck of a game because they've been waiting a long time to play each other again. Probably Thunderstruck's been waiting for it more than Motivator has.
You said they met back in March at the Stampede Shootout, which was also in Gainesville.
Right. That was a USSSA national qualifying weekend. So it was important to you had to finish first or second in the tournament to earn qualification here.
They were the top two. Say is driving in. Gardner now swings it around to Lawrence. 3 left corner, it's short. And a rebound again. Here's Thunderstruck with the ball up 11. Still got 6:40 to go.
Last 2 or 3 possessions, Motivators come down and just thrown up 3-pointers when almost all of their points in this game have come from either transition or attacking the basket off the dribble on the half court, and kind of settled the last 2 or 3 possessions for long jumpers.
Ansari lost it out of bounds there, so turnover back to Motivator. 6.5 left now. Inside to Golston, and that's just too easy. Ansari can't handle him inside. Golston.
Yeah, you got to wonder why they aren't doing that every single time down the court.
Absolutely.
That's 16 points. He still is the only player in double figures for Motivator. Now the pressure is it's back to a 9-point game. And across half court, McCray. Now McCray, and there's a reach in as Gardner reached in around McCray, picking up his 3rd foul.
Fouling does 2 things. It's going to put them on the line eventually, but it also stops the game and lets them rest. You got a team that's only playing 7 guys, man. Let's not foul. Let's keep them running, see if we can exhaust them and win it in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Both teams 16 fouls, so one more will put them in the 1-on-1. There's a 3 off the inbounds pass, top of the key. McCray missed it back rim, rebounded by Golston. He was wide open though that time. Charlton now, spin move, pulls up, jumper good from 12 feet.
That's a tough shot there.
That was a tough shot.
Antrell Charlton with 5 back. It was a 7-point game, nearly a steal. Charlton thought he had knocked it off of a Thunderstruck player, but it went out of bounds off him. It'll stay with Thunderstruck, but there we go. The pressure, 5:51 to go, still a lot of time.
Attack the basket and score and get into your press. Keep the game helter-skelter and you got a chance to win.
Pressure again. Here's Ansari, now across half court, swinging it to Turner. Faking is McCray. He'll drive up, force the shot off the glass too strong. McCray with a rebound. Now back out to Greenlee. He'll pull up 2 right wing, is short, and a loose ball rebound. Actually, Greenlee came up with it again, and then he gets it back out to Ansari, who drives. Nice pass to Greenlee, who was able to lay it in.
Once again, 3 chances Motivator had to get that loose ball, didn't get it, and it cost him another basket.
A couple of offensive rebounds. Greenlee now with 6, 51-42. As, boy, nearly tied up. They're going to call a foul with the refs on Thunderstruck. And it will be on Trey McCray, his first. So with the 7th team foul, to the line for a 1-on-1 is Julian Cromwell. Actually, this is going to be 2 free throws as he was in the act of shooting.
Both teams are starting to feel the effects, not only of the fact that they've been running up and down the court, because that's the way they play, but here at Santa Fe College, bigger than a high school court.
94-foot court. That's exactly right.
And that's taking its toll now, too.
Yeah, you're right. You don't really think about that until you get here and you notice it's a longer court. They really are running up and down. As that second free throw is good. Both for Cromwell, who now has 8 points. By the way, we noticed this yesterday. The new court down here is they get ready for volleyball here at Santa Fe College.
That's the first turnover they've gotten off their press.
Pull-up jumper is no good. Put back, no, but there's Golston. Golston again. Timeout. This is the closest Motivator.
Timeout. Thunderstruck is the closest it's been since early in the first half.
Right, exactly. It's been as much as a 15-point lead. Now it's a 5-point lead with 4:57 to go. As that time Charlton in transition missed. Cromwell missed the follow, but there's Golston again with a putback.
The pressure, although they haven't forced turnovers in terms of stealing balls or passes, they've come down, they forced Thunderstruck to come down and take quick shots, and it's as good as a turnover. You know, it's the press is having the desired effect, whether you're forcing the actual turnover or not. The pace of the game has increased. It's allowed them to get back into it. What should have been a 20-point game after 3 missed layups with about 15 minutes to go is now a dogfight.
Right. This has been a lot of fun here. 4:57 to go between two teams who know each other well. 51-46. I am Marty Palman, joined by Oak Hall coach Scott McDaniel. David Stewart, our tournament director here at the USSSA National Tournament. We're live here at Santa Fe College in Gainesville on the prep zone. First of 6 games today. I'll be here for 6 games. You gonna make it, Scott?
I'm here for the long haul today, Marty.
Right, okay.
I will not be. I have to do a little tournament directing.
Right? Yeah, you have other places to go, like 12 other places probably, right, today? It's out of bounds, but We do appreciate you coming by, David, and talking with us some. And I know you, like you said, you know these teams well, and it's a good game to start the day. As coming up, we see the Lakeland Fire are in the building. They'll play the Miami Rockets. That's our 6th grade semifinal game coming up.
And this is a huge substitution now. Chris Cummings is back in the game, one of their best ball handlers, one of their top players for Thunderstruck.
Taylor now across to Cummings from Greenlee as they beat the pressure. Now, nearly taken away.
Long pass.
Ansari will come up with it as Golston nearly took it away. Now Greenlee across to Taylor, fakes a 3. Now back over to Taylor, into the corner. McCray will pull back out, free throw line. I hadn't even looked there. Now to Taylor, 3 left wing. It would have been a big shot, no good, but Ansari with a rebound. Cummings will try a 3, it's short again. Still, it's a little tired as the loose ball ends up with Gardner.
He just came off the bench. He might be not loose again yet.
Nice move by Gardner, who lays it in and draws the foul. Tony Gardner with a chance at a 3-point play. And now it's a 3-point lead.
Didn't settle for a jump shot, attacked the basket off the dribble.
And you now have to be wondering if Thunderstruck is thinking, here comes Motivator. They got us last time big. We know what they can do. So a little of that might be seeping into their mind.
Could be tightening up a little bit. You're exactly right.
Missed the free throw, but the loose ball ends up with Lawrence. Lawrence putback is good. Now it's a 1-point
We got a 1-point game.
4 minutes to go. They do beat the pressure. Cummings cross court to McCray. Really traveled. That's the call there they were looking for on the Motivator side. This is Trey McCray. Now underneath to Ansari, reverse Golston. That looked like he altered that a little bit. And a bounce back to Motivator. Now they can take the lead.
Ansari has had a lot of chances to finish in this game and has not done it.
Especially in the second half.
That's at least a 6th or 7th attempt at a layup that he has not finished.
Yeah, 12 points, but he had 9 in the first half. And you're right, he's had plenty of opportunities in the second half. Motivator can take the lead for the first time since about the first 5 minutes of the game. Up and turned over nearly, and then Greenlee. Nope, they called a carry. As Charlton couldn't hold on to it. And it'll be a turnover right back to Thunderstruck. Yeah, it looked like Greenlee had some good defense on him there too, trying to force the turnover. 3:38 left now, 1-point lead. Caldwell comes up on Cummings, all over him near the half-court line. They're going to call a foul and a reach-in on Christian Caldwell.
That's a 1-and-1 situation, so we'll see. Thunderstruck's going to have to make some free throws here down the stretch.
7th team foul on Motivator. Cummings today has been at the line quite a few times. He's 4 of 7 today at the line. 15 points for Cummings. 1-on-1 with 3:33 to go. 51-50, a 1-point lead for Thunderstruck. First free throw, no good. And into the corner.
Again, another situation where they gave the ball away, Motivator, when they should have gotten it, and Thunderstruck's going to get a second chance.
Yep, it'll go out of bounds off of Motivator. 3:31 now to go.
And they've converted 3 or 4 of those this half for buckets and a couple threes, I think, as well. So
Greenlee
foreshadowing.
Over to McCray. The corner, Ansari. McCray's going to try the 3 left wing. No good. Right side of the rim, and the rebound by Troy.
That's a deep 3 to be taken at this time in the game.
Yep.
Yeah,
time and score.
Thunderstruck has gone cold a bit. But then it's thrown away. Charlton getting it to Gardner. Had already cut, and that ball went out of bounds right by us here. At our table with 3:12 to go. That's one of those where you throw the pass and you wish you just hadn't have done that.
Exactly right. Try to reel it back in. Want a string attached to it.
Cummings now to McCray on the baseline. Ansari being hounded. Back out to Cummings. Cummings looking to drive over to Taylor. 3 left corner for Taylor. It's short. Again, those 3s coming up short, but Ansari with another rebound. Puts it back up and missed the shot underneath. May have been blocked as well as Gardner was in there. Now a throw out the other way. Nice pass ahead to Cromwell, though now it's a loose ball.
Once again, another Motivator turnover when they had a chance to take the lead.
2:45 to go. It'll go back to Thunderstruck, and we've been stuck on 51-50 for a while now.
Didn't really have an advantage there and tried to force the issue and threw it into a crowd.
But it's hard. That's their style. They play it all the time. And again, when you don't see that quickness all the time.
There's Taylor, no good again, right side of the rim. Tried to get the rebound. Now it ends up in the hands of Lawrence.
And again.
Taken away by Greenlee. Now it's a 2-on-none. Ansari missed the layup. But the loose ball back to McCray. McCray will try a 3. He got it.
Huge turnaround. Huge turnaround. It was a 2. It was a 2.
Right. 8 for McCray. He just decided that right wing to make that shot, and he made it. 53-50. 2 minutes left. High off the glass.
Wow.
Nice shot for Lawrence.
Nice soft touch
He
there.
has played a heck of a game.
14 for Lawrence, 10 of the second half. Here's Ansari, again with a chance to finish. Missed the layup.
Again, that's getting close to double digit misses on his layups.
Under 2 minutes to go. Driving, and there's
First
the lead.
There's the lead, yeah.
First lead of the game.
Cromwell now in double
Motivator.
figures with 10. 54-53. Motivator by 1. I think they led very early by a point or two, but back and Cummings lays it in and draws the foul. That lead didn't last long.
Marty, I'm not promising you 6 games like this today.
Wow.
But I got you one out of the
That's right.
shoot at
Amen.
least.
This has been fun.
Got the day started off to
This is
off
fun,
to a good
I tell
start.
you.
You've got a
I'm
pretty high
awake.
standard set now to try to match the next 5.
Cummings with a chance for a 3-point play, back up by 1 is Thunderstruck as he hits the free throw. 56-54, 1:38 to go. Motivator led by 1, and that was it. Oh, credit right off of Greenlee's head. Did Lawrence. Gardner now back to Lawrence. Pass tipped into the corner. Lawrence across to Tony Gardner, 3 top of the key. Oh, in and out. Loose ball out of bounds will stay with Motivator. Boy, good look as it turned out there.
And got a nice break there. What's been happening for Thunderstruck is the loose ball conversion on their end. Finally, for Motivator, gets the same thing.
Timeout, Motivator.
1:17 to go. It's a 2-point lead for Thunderstruck, 56-54.
Like to see him throw the ball to Golston here, get a layup.
Yeah, the crowd is, like I said, they're really into this game, and this got exciting in the second half. It looked like Thunderstruck was threatening to run away with it, but I guess when your team as good as Motivator is, you're not going to get blown out very much. They have come right back.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what strategy Matt Brush sets now in case he gets the ball back with the lead. They like to go all out. We'll see if they have some kind of delay, what they can do, or if they will even do that. We don't know.
Yeah, they haven't shown a lot of patience here on the offensive end in this half, so it'll be hard to throttle it back, I can guarantee you that. It's tough when you play up-tempo, full speed the whole time to say suddenly for the last minute, okay, guys, slow down. That's a tough transition to make.
Isn't it like asking Steve Spurrier to run the ball when he's at Florida with the lead? I mean, he just wasn't going to ever do that. I mean, it's kind of, you do what you do.
Right off the inbounds. Great play.
Again, it's Lawrence. We are tied at 56. Quickly to McCray, 2-on-2. He'll pull up left wing, jumper good. That's a 2.
That's a 3.
I'm sorry, that's a 3.
Unconscious.
My apologies.
Never even thought of holding the ball.
No question about it.
59-56, 11 from McCray. I thought that was a 2, but yes, it's a 3. And now a 3-point lead. Gardner being hounded by Greenlee. Now off to Cromwell, and on the baseline, Cromwell's foul. So a 1-and-1 coming up. As the foul is on Ansari, his 3rd. I don't have timeout, sorry. I'm not kidding. I know some fouls. Oh, yeah, sorry. That's his 3rd. 9 fouls, so it's a 1-and-1 again. One more to put them in the 2-shot bonus for Motivator. Cromwell. No, does not get it to go. Missed the front end. Here's McCray, who just hit that huge 3 a minute ago. And nearly thrown away, and it is.
Wow. That's what I was asking. Now's the time when you got to pull the ball out. Instead, B.J. Greenlee still trying to score, and not a very smart bounce pass there from half court.
Nope, Ansari was there, but or he was open, but he was not anticipating that. And you're right, time and score, man. You're up 3 with 37 seconds to go. If they don't get the ball back, they can't win.
Exactly. You don't need any more points. They've got to foul you, or you're getting ready to go into the double bonus.
Yes, indeed.
Right, 8 fouls.
Well, actually, it still would have been 1-and-1.
Right,
but,
9 on Thunderstruck. 37.6 seconds to go. And it'll be Motivator ball down 3. And I guess, like you said, how are they going to do with the lead? And immediately they tried to push it, and they turned it over. That's you do what you do well. You don't stop doing it, and that's we hope it works.
And especially when you're 14 years old,
right. Right.
Marty, how many total threes for Thunderstruck? I know they had 6 or 7 in the first half.
10. And
that'll do it, especially
half.
when you're only scoring 59 points. That means half their points will come off the threes.
Right, and that three by McRae, you're right, that's one of those where you're thinking, oh no, when you shoot it, and boy, he hits it.
As a coach, you're on the sideline screaming, no, 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 great shot.
Great shot, right? That's why, that was a genius play. I called that all the way, I know. 37.6 to go, and on the other side, Motivator still has that 1 3-point shot, so that's been a huge difference in the game, is Thunderstruck's ability to hit the three. But that was kind of the game plan coming in. Motivator works it inside, they've dominated inside, and Thunderstruck's hit the threes. Well, 3-point game. Motivator doesn't need a three here.
Get a good shot.
Yeah.
Don't panic, don't hurry.
There comes Lawrence. And nearly taken away. It's knocked out of bounds, goes off of Thunderstruck.
That 1-3-1 has just kind of bothered him, most of the night. I think not having a perimeter threat is part of that.
27.5 now left.
Bring it to the corner.
I'm getting the sense they want to go for a three.
Nope, driving in now is Golston.
See,
Yeah, you're
they
right.
had planned out of the timeout. They were going for the three.
But Golston with the putback, missed underneath. Loose ball on the floor, out of bounds, and that.
Yep, there was no thought of going inside for the two. They were looking for the three because
Golston had a layup and kicked it back
he
out.
He had a layup. He dominates inside. They still would have had 18 seconds left, 1-point game.
Well, Charlton airballed the three. Now he'll inbound it over in the corner to Golston. 13 seconds to go. Now you may have to take a three.
They're not even thinking two.
10 seconds now. Lawrence, top of the key to Cromwell. Now to Charlton. Three with a defender in his face. It's an air ball. Loose ball on the floor. There's 2 seconds, 1 second. That's it. Motivator really never got a good shot.
Great job by Thunderstruck.
Great defense. Charlton got a 3-point attempt, but with a defender in his face, it was an air ball. And then they ran out the clock with a loose ball.
I'm surprised that they came out with the strategy that they were not going to look inside at all for the two. There was plenty of time in the clock. They had timeouts. Could have been 2 or 3 possessions left in that game. And even if you make the three, you're still giving Thunderstruck a chance to come down and win the game. So
that game really came down to defense at the end. It was Thunderstruck who got it done. They gave up 80 points last time. This time only 56. And it's a turnaround from the
great
first
job.
game.
And like I said, last time Dallas Taylor was not playing for Thunderstruck.
Oh, he had 11 today, 3 threes.
Although Thunderstruck missed Nick Baskin, Dallas helped him out, helped make up for that difference.
All right, well, our final in the semifinal, 8th grade boys, it's 59-56. Thunderstruck defeats Motivator, so Thunderstruck on to the final. They'll play later today over Buchholz High School.
Yeah, and that will be a great final, whoever they play. Lakeland Fire, who has been dominant this year in the state of Florida, very strong 8th grade team, and Fayetteville Elite, who I've seen play twice out of North Carolina. I think they're the best looking team in this tournament for any team standing out in their age group. They've been outstanding. They have 2 kids who, it looks like a 10th grade team. That's how, and they play like it too. Really well coached. So whoever meets up in that game, that's going to be a great game at Buchholz.
Yeah, that game going on at Gainesville High, Fayetteville Elite playing right now. So we'll see. That'll be later today at 2:15. Well, coming up here at Santa Fe College, we got a 6th grade game coming up, Lakeland Fire and the Miami Rockets. So we will go ahead and sign off, get ready for our next game. David, appreciate it. Stick around if you like for the next game as well. And
well, I'd like to. Thanks for having me, but like I said, I got
other places.
I got some other sites I have to get to, but I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Have a great day here. Like I said, I gave you what I could give you for a starter, but you're going to have to take it from here. I'm not promising anything after that.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. That's David Sturt, the tournament director here of the USSSA National Tournament Boys and Girls. Our final, and also for roll call coach Scott McDaniel and our videographer and producer Vince Brown, I'm Marty Paulman saying so long. Our final once again, Thunderstruck 59 and Motivator 56. We'll talk to you again in a few moments with our 6th grade semifinal coming up here on the Prep Zone live from Santa Fe College here in Gainesville.